Welcome back to Worldwide Giant Growers, video part 2, growing giant pumpkins. I just sent Bubba to the store. He came back with supplies, and we're here in the Kin Cave 2. I've got ground cables installed, and we're gonna plant our plants, our pumpkins in the ground today. It is Mother's Day, I believe May 11th it is, and we're gonna plant them today. Let me show you over here. These are 4 pumpkin plants I started. This is the 1067 Kent. And it grew dolly. This is the mother of last year's dolly that ended up 1,326 pounds in a cold, cloudy summer. We're hoping to do much better this year. But I started 4 plants from that seed line. And I'm going to pick the best plant out of these to plant in the ground. Actually, the best 2. The best 2 will be planted about 3 feet apart, and I'll end up culling one of them. Whichever one ends up being the better aggressor at 2 to 3 feet long when they get bigger, I'll cull the weaker one. And then over here is the watermelons. These are my 260 Clemences. They're doing really well. They're a little wilty this morning because they spent the night last night on the picnic table. It got down to about 45 degrees, maybe the low 40s last night. Watermelons don't like the cool weather. So I'm going to be setting those in the shade here in a second, getting them out of the sun, because they didn't like I didn't realize it was going to get that cold. I wouldn't have let them spend the night out there. So, but they'll be all right. They'll pull through. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Here's one of our new sponsors, Detroit Nutrient Company, worm castings. You get over here, get this angle of it. They're sponsoring one of our classes. I've mixed a bag of this in every plot site I'm going to grow this year, and I'm going to use it on my tomatoes heavily this year, on the tomatoes. So, great company. Look them up, DetroitNutrient.com company. Anyways, what we're going to do here is we're going to plant the 2009 Wallace. I've already added my Piranha to this water and the Voodoo Juice. All I got left to add here is the Tarantula. It's 2 milliliters per liter. And I always tell people, follow the instructions. That's right, the instructions. Don't overdo it. Do what it says. If you follow the instructions, then you won't need instruction from me on how to fix your destruction. So that's how that goes. What we're going to do here is I've got ground cables in. I plugged them in just this morning. I'm running a little bit behind schedule because of the weather here in Michigan. The weather, we're having a cold spring, wet spring. You got to deal with what you got to deal with. I stuck these paint cans in here to leave a hole so I wouldn't disturb the ground cables. So we'll set the paint can aside, and then here's my 2009 Wallace. This plant is the mother of the last world record, the 2032, that was grown in Napa, California. Matheson. I think it was named there for a second. Sorry about that. Tim Matheson grew a 2,032 pound pumpkin last year in Napa Valley, California. They had great weather. What I'm going to do is we're using these bags, these grow bags. My soil is real loose, finely tilled. Just yesterday I tilled it up, put the cables in, and we're going to make a nice spot for this these 3-gallon bags. But what I like to do, I like to set the bag in the hole. We'll size that up. That looks a little bit high. I'm going to have to go a little bit deeper there. And I'm seeing a ground cable down here, so I want to be careful with that. I think I will leave it a little bit high though, because I want to mound this up a little bit more than what it is. What I'm going to do here is go ahead and re-inoculate the plant with the Piranha, Tarantula, and Voodoo Juice. I want to make sure it's got a good watering to go all the way down before I cut the bag open. From video 1, I showed you the paint sticks. We just take and we cut this down. Did I mention this seed sells for $300 to $400 a pumpkin seed at the auctions at bigpumpkins.com. We have auctions every year to support the clubs and the organizations. And this seed sold last winter for $350 to $400 a seed. So we're cutting this off with a razor blade, using a stick so we don't slice the roots. And in this big a bag, these actually got started late. I had some problems with germination. With the 2009 Wallace, it's a slow germinator. So this actually got put in late. The other plants, as you saw, were much bigger. The 1067 Kents are much bigger. They're about a week older. That's why they're so much bigger. Now typically they want you to say the vine direction. You want it, the first true leaf, opposite of the first true leaf is the way it's going to grow. So this should grow that direction, due south. So I'm going to position this for that. What I will do is I'm going to plant the 1067 Kent over here right beside it. I'm going to plant it the total opposite. So one of them is going to go north, one of them is going to go south and fill this 1,600 square foot greenhouse. I'm a licensed contractor in the state of Michigan, and I can help you do one of two things. I can help you plant and grow a 1,500 pound pumpkin, or I can come to your home and fix your commode where you plant your lily white bumpkin. So that being said, you pick which one you want. You can get a hold of me on the internet. Hopefully you live in Michigan if you want your commode fixed. Anyways, all right, now the trick is going to be get this off of here. Now you can see some of the roots over here on the side. Check it out, Mike, over here. This is plant's not very old. Show them the roots on the side of this bag. We try not to walk on the site, but that's okay because we still, this is small enough we can still till. You can see that root there. All right, this looks like it's pretty dry. The one thing I wasn't crazy about these bags is I couldn't tell. It was kind of hard to tell how deep the water was going. And with this Pro Mix, I may have to have Mike, you know what, Mike, you might just have to grab this bag with one hand. I don't want to leave the plastic underneath it. Go ahead and pull the bag out. That might work out better anyways. Pull the bag out. All right. Oh, oh. We just had a wipe out. That's all right. This is a small enough plant, it ain't going to hurt it. I probably, when I plant the rest of them, I'll probably have a third person in here give me a hand. It's good to have a third person to keep everything together. Plus the other plants, they're much bigger. They're going to have a lot more roots in them. They're going to be holding that bag together much better. But anyways, this is our 2009 Wallace. It's now in the ground. It made it. All right. I'm going to plant the others later. I'm not going to waste your time doing all that. One other thing I wanted to mention here that we're going to do is out ahead of the plant, we're going to go ahead about, I'm going to go ahead about probably 8 feet from the plant. And I'm going to throw down a cover crop. I'm going to till that in nice and fine. I just got some wheat. Throw down some wheat seed the whole area in. And as soon as I see germination, I'm going to water that in with the tarantula. The tarantulas are mycorrhiza. I'll probably be honest with you, I'll probably hit it with the Piranha and Voodoo Juice also. And what we're going to do is inoculate a cover crop with mycorrhiza. So when this plant starts vining out on top of that soil, I'll rototill in that cover crop and it'll have a bed of mycorrhiza all working in the soil way ahead of the plant. So that's the plan for now. Sorry I was so long getting back to you with video 2, but this Michigan weather is a killer. The next video will be up Memorial Weekend or the Tuesday after Memorial Day. We'll have the video up on you, and we will be showing you how to bury vines, how to prune plants. We're going to the next step in re-inoculating these plants again. So in the meantime, I want to thank you. I'll thank you very much for coming today. And remember, shh, keep it a secret, Bubba's Secret Garden, but be sure to go tell a friend. And I thank you very much.